Okay, so welcome everyone. Welcome to the second week of the R&R pressing strength builders. So we're going to try and get everyone a little bit closer to sort of doing a one-arm press up. We might not necessarily do a one-arm press up, but we'll try and move everyone along that progression at least one step by the end of this sort of 4-week period. I think that we're going to do it. So if you have any shoulder injuries, then just stay within yourself and just listen to your body. If you feel that you've got any pain or anything like that, then just drop down to an easier exercise that you can handle and stick with it. Okay, so it's going to drop down into downward dog for a usual warm up. As usual, just feel where you are today. Just feel, how much flexibility you have in your calves and in your hips, and just loosely walk yourself around. Walk your heels up and down and just gradually get everything moving. Get your shoulders nice up and high, up by your ears. Arms nice and straight, nice flat back, high hips. Drop the heels to the ground, straighten your legs, and just sit here for a second for a few breaths. And just feel where you are. Move around if you need to. Just adjust your posture as you get deeper into this one. Just let it sit, don't push the stretch, just feel where you are. Then come through and stretch out into Cobra. Just feel it in your upper back. Nice decompression feeling. And pop into the plank and then go forward with one leg into lizard. Keep your knee nice and high and just slowly bring your elbow down to the floor if you can. If you can't, just come back up. That's fine. Swap legs. On the other side, slowly try and lower that elbow that's next to your front leg down to the ground. Back into a plank and into downward dog again. And we'll just sit here for a second. Moving around. Keep this one moving. Just as it's a warm up, we just want to open up everything and go into Cobra and then up into a plank, step forward into a lizard stretch. Feel your hip flexors through your back leg, lengthening. Keep your head up, your back nice and flat, and then try and touch the ground with the elbow and see if you can get a little bit closer this time. Just briefly, step forward with the other side and try again. With the elbow, get a little bit closer. Don't hold it too long. Just come back up and down. Or back up into downward dog. And just feel here. And you can keep your upper back nice and flat, nice and straight. Really push your chest forward into this. Nice straight arms, nice straight legs, nice high hips. And you should feel now that you're a bit higher into this A-frame shape. And then come forward, quick Cobra, stretch out those abs and your back, hop into a lizard, feel the stretch in your hip flexors on the back leg, just hold it there for a second, push your hips forward, touch your knee down, feel that stretch in your hip flexors, come back up, touch the elbow down to the ground and see if you can get all the way down this time. Hopefully you can. Swap sides. Again, hold that stretch. Feel that hip flexor on the rear leg. And then drop the elbow, hopefully all the way down to the ground. And then finish up with one more downward dog. Okay, so, and then come back up. We're going to do a few rounds of some squats just to get our sort of heart rate up. So we're just going to go into a split squat. So nice lunge without moving your legs backwards and forwards. Just go straight down and straight back up. Nice and balanced. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Swap legs and just use this one as an opportunity to feel a stretch also in your hip flexor or your back leg. It's good exercise where you're doing a bit of strength and you're also doing a bit of mobility at the same time. So that's 3 reps. 4. So if you do a lot of sitting, which is a nice one, because it just really frees up the front of your hip and gets rid of that forward pelvic tilt. You've got 4 more. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so go now into a wide lunge, sorry, a wide squat. So 10 reps, nice and wide, and drop down as far as you can. 3, 4, a bit lower, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And for our hamstrings and glutes, we're just doing these exercises really just to keep our legs ticking over whilst we're focusing on upper body. So keep this one in there for a nice bit of balance, as well as flexibility of our hamstrings and our glutes, getting the hip moving. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And swap over. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll go back round onto split squat now. So if you fancy adding a bit of weight or anything like that, you can. But don't worry if you haven't. That's 2 reps. 3, 4. You can reach up high. Keep that nice body line. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And swap over. And just try and keep your hips nice and square. Your pelvis tilted back. And, you know, for me, I really feel this stretch in the back leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So go back into wide squats. Get really low. 1, as low as you can go. 2, 3. Try and keep your chest up. 4, 5, 6. Nice and controlled. 7, 8. Really finish off the movement with straight legs. 9, and 10. So back onto our single leg deadlifts. You have weights available. You can also add here as well. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other leg. 10, 9. Get everything nice and square. 8, 7, 6, 5, keep balance, 4, 3, 2, and 1. For a final time, do some split squats. Keep everything nice and square, square hips. Rotate your pelvis back, nice and tall. Feel the stretch in the back leg and work your front quad. 1, 2, 3. Really helps to undo a lot of the damage all the sitting that we do does. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swap over. Leg. Sort your stance out so it's nice and balanced. And there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tuck those tailbones under. And 3, 2, 1, and 0. Okay, last time. Single leg deadlift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then squats to finish up. Really mobilise those hips, get nice and low, hold it for a second and come back up. That's 1, 2, 3, really finish off the movement, get your hips forward, nice straight body. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, nice and low, 9, even lower, and 10. Brilliant. Okay, so should be nice and warm now. So now we're going to start the main part of our workout today, which is focusing on some press ups. So just going to warm up our pressing muscles by just doing some kneeling or any variety of press up you find very easy. So just give me 10 reps, just kneeling or even on an elevated surface. Just stay within yourself, really make this easy just to get your joints moving and save your strength for the main sets. That's 4. Tuck your elbows into your sides. Almost brush your body and keep your shoulder blades down towards your pockets and your chest nice and open. Just go into all fours for a second. So just going to practice this movement of your shoulder blades that I've been talking about. So if you try and have your shoulder blades and just collapse forwards, and now try and tilt them backwards and lock them into a neutral position. And that's roughly where you want them throughout the whole motion of when you're pressing. You should feel a nice little bit of tension in your upper back. You're not arching or changing your spine. You're keeping it neutral, but you're just tilting your shoulder blades back, and that should draw them down away from your ears and into a nice fixed neutral position. And just hold it there let go, and then lock them back in again. And just play around with that movement and get used to finding out where that strong position is. So when you come up into a plank, you hardly even move. Okay, so the tendency is to like sag within the shoulder joint itself, and it goes all the way to the back. And your shoulder blades are protracted, and that's slightly unstable. You want them locked in and down, especially when you're pressing in this plane. Okay, so now we've done that, we're just going to try, if you were to do a modified press up with one arm. And if you can't do one arm press ups or anything like that today, then just do this really slowly with two arms. I want you to get into a kneeling position, to get a towel if you need to. Bring one arm across your chest, and that's going to be a support to minimise the distance that you travel. So get a nice wide kneeling position here, brace yourself with one arm goes across to your chest and touches your shoulder, and you just come down, touch that elbow, and that supports your body weight, and then press back up. Okay, so do like 3 to 5 reps of this on one side, and then swap over. So you see it from that angle, you're sort of doing this, you're sort of here, like so. So you're supporting here, and you're pressing like that. So if you're doing two arms, then you can make it more difficult by bringing your two arms closer to your waist. So that might be something to play around with. Let's just move back a few centimetres. Okay, so we're going to go on 3 reps or 5 reps. Like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then swap sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And as a little stretch, it's going to go through into reverse tabletop. Just hold this for like 10 or 15 seconds. Just to stretch out our chest. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So if you want to try in the same modified press up in the full variety, with full length, if you found that too easy, or you can still continue with the kneeling variety, we'll just go for another 5 reps or so. Just work within yourself and really try and control the movement and feel strong in your shoulders. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, and then swap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're just going to go back into tabletop again, just to stretch. So push your hips all out high. Push your shoulder blades back and down. Really stretch out the chest. Hold it here for a bit. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So if you want to go into a full size press up, you can. You can go nice and wide with your legs. And just experiment with this. So you can use your elbow just to give you sort of very short range of motion. You can swap to either side for 1 rep. There we go. Just to give you an idea of what it would feel like to do a full press up, which would be pretty hard. And we're getting on with those. Yeah, giving it a good go, I see. That's really good. Good work, everyone. Right, okay, so go up into the tabletop. I'm just going to stretch out here for a bit. Okay, so 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so if you can all grab your books or your blocks, it's going to move on to the next press up exercise. So this one, I'd like you to, if you can, all try a full press up position. And with this one, we're just going to continue the one arm theme by doing a normal press up and lean over to the side so that you're being supported by the block. But then when you finish your press up, take your other hand off, and the remainder of the distance to get to full lockout, you're just doing one arm. So you get down, press up, come to level, and then really push one arm. Okay, so if you'd like to give that a go, I'm going to do about 5 reps, depending on where you are, how strong you are. You can do more if you want to on this one. So if you can do 10, go for it. So where we go, all the way down, touch your chest, to your raised hand, push up, and then continue all the way to the top. And lift your other hand, and back down, all the way to the top. And if you're working 2 arms, I'd say on this side, just lean slightly to one side that you want to work more intensely, but obviously stay within yourself. Last one on that side, swap over. All the way down, and press up to the top, and then let go of the other hand. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, if we come down onto the mat on our chests, we're going to do the unsupported cobra. So come down all the way onto the floor, tilt your thumbs to the sky, curl your back up, extend your upper back, and bring your thumbs as close to the ceiling as you can, and then relax. So 4 more reps. Up, really pinch the shoulder blades together, and then back down. Extend your upper back as much as you can, stay nice and tall, as high as you can with your hands, and then back down, relax. 2 more, nice and high, and back down. And last one, we're just doing this movement, we're just trying to balance out what we're doing with the pressing. And then back down. Brilliant, okay. So again, with the blocks, if you're getting to a point where you're really struggling, and you can just go on to normal press ups, and you can even have the block under your chest just to make it a little bit easier, but still do full press ups. Shorter range of motion will help. So you can choose either of those. So you can go for elevated hands or block under the chest. Away you go. As many reps as you can do. I'm aiming for 5 because you're trying to build some strength. That's 3. Really push with the elevated hand. 1 more. And then swap over. And there we go. All the way down. Push. Really lead with the elevated hand. Last one on that side. Brilliant. Back down onto the mat to do the unsupported cobra. Remember, elongate the upper back. Point the thumbs to the sky. Pinch your shoulder blades together and curl up as high as you can. And back down and relax. Repeat. Nice and high and relax. 3 more. There's 1. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, for the last time in this round, I'm going to choose the variety of uneven press-ups you want to do. You can go onto your knees if you're getting to that point now where you're starting to fail. Just want to work through the fatigue as much as you can, and then drop down to an easier version of the exercise if you still can. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Swap over. Always drop down to your knees if you need to. It's really lead with that one side. 2 and 3. Weaker side. 4. Last one. And 5. Brilliant. Okay. Last set of raised cobras. And up. And really pinch the shoulder blades down. Keep them low. And then relax. Slide them all the way down as hard as you can. Slide your shoulder blades down to your pockets, thumbs to the sky, and then pinch. 3 more. You should be able to feel all of your back muscles contracting. Should get a nice pump in your middle back by now from doing this. Nice strong contractions. Hold it there, and then release. Okay, so that's the strength component of our press-ups done. So you're going to do a little bit of stamina now. So you're going to do normal press-ups. Just pick a variety that you find taxing. You can go to an elevated surface if you want to for your hands. Completely up to you. Or you can be on your knees. So what we're going to do is just going to spend about 30 seconds trying to get a max number of press-ups, and then move straight onto dips, onto a chair or something afterwards. So if you're ready, we'll go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, straight onto dips. Grab something nearby. We go number 15 dips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really stretch out your chest at the same time as working your tricep. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, just shake that out for a second, and we go around again. So you're trying to hit sort of 10 or so press-ups to 15 dips. So just try and build a bit of stamina and power in our triceps for this. That helps with our one arm exercises. There we go. Let's go for 10. If you need to, drop to your knees halfway through. So 1, 2, 3, I'm not even halfway. 4 and 5. I'm dropping down. There we go. Keep 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you can, 15 dips. That's really going to fatigue these muscles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 more. 5. Stretch. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really starting to feel those now. Have a little breather. And we go for the last round of these. So just go as far as you can into the set and then drop. So ready? Away we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm done already. Oh God. On my knees. 7 more reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. 1, 7. So that's great. So failure is good, really. It means hopefully I'll get a bit stronger next week, and hopefully you will. 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 more. Nice big stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. So if you managed all of those, well done. Okay, so we're going to move on to a little bit of ab work now, just to build our core. So we're going to go into a body saw. So it's a low plank, and we're going to rock back and forward just to introduce a little bit of serratus anterior activation as well. It's really important for our press ups. So let's do 10 of those. Make sure if you're sweating like I am, you've got good grip with your toes, rock all the way forward, and press back up. It's alright to lift your bum a little bit, just get the range of motion at your elbows, like your body is a saw. Okay, so 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then go into crunches. So nice straight crunch. Come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straight into leg raises. Remember the lower back to be braced. No arch in your lower back. Keep it nice and flat. Pressed against the floor, especially at this extended low part of the exercise. And then raise your legs. 2. Another one is really good for getting rid of the anterior pelvic tilt you get from sitting. If you manage to hold your pelvis in that alignment, so as long as you keep your arch to a minimum, you're undoing some of the stuff, the damage that you do while sitting all day long at work. So 4 more of these. 2, 3. Should really feel it in your lower abs. And 4. Brilliant. Okay, back onto the body saw. So again, low plank on your elbows. Keep your arms parallel if you can. Come forward and push back up into a pike. So position 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Into crunches next. Fold across your arms if you want to, and come back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straight through. Leg raises. leg raises. Nice straight legs. Watch your lower back. Keep it tight all the way through. 3, 4, 5. Really resist on the way down. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back onto the body saw. So really try and push forward with your shoulder blades to wrap around a little bit at the top of this one. When we get up high with our elbows, we want the shoulder blades to come out and round and glide upwards. The second you get past 90 degrees of your body, your shoulder blades have got to come up slightly. If you pack them down too tightly, you sort of risk pinching or impinging your shoulder. So come down and reach high with your shoulder blades in this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, last set of crunches. However you want to, you can touch your knees or you can go across the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, leg raises. Last set. 1, really control the bottom part. This is the best bit down here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Brilliant. Well done everyone. I'm going to hand over to Mary now.
Hello. So I think we'll start down on our mat and just stretch our shoulders out, and then we go to our hips. So I just want you to go down to the child's pose, and I just want you to hold your arms long. So just going down to your child's pose, and I want you to discover if your arms are stiff, and just reaching your arms above your head. And as we always do in these exercises, I want you to concentrate on your breath. So we inhale, and on the exhale, go down a little bit deeper. You're just going to inhale and exhale. And feel the stretch from your hip all the way up to your shoulder, to your fingertips. So I'm going to pull my right arm up, and my left arm is just going to rest, turn the palm up and rest by my feet. So you can go as far back onto your hips as you like, but stretching one arm up and the other arm is just going to rest backwards. And try and walk your fingertips on the stretched out arm away from your head. And then just inhale and exhale, allow it to settle in that stretch. Using your breath to allow those fibres to separate and lengthen. If you feel that stretches too much, just bring it to the W position. Just bring the arm back a little. Allow the shoulder to just rest. Changing over to the other arm. The other arm goes forward. That would be my left arm. And my right arm goes back along by my feet. And if the option is to walk a little bit further away to get a little bit bigger stretch, but just hold it in a comfortable position. So just inhale and exhale. And then I want you to make your arms into a diamond in front of your head. And I just want you to stretch your shoulders like we did in the saw. We're just coming back a little bit further. With your bottom on your heels, if you have that, just stretching, and your shoulder blades should move up. Your hands are just crossed at the top. Your elbows are sticking out. And just stretching outwards. And then coming up onto all fours. And we're just going to be on all fours and separate our fingers. We're going to engage our core, and we're just going to pull our shoulders up and down like we did at the beginning. So our shoulders are going to come up, and our shoulders are going to come down. Allow the shoulder blades to come together. As you push up, the shoulder blades separate. Have a look at your fingers and see, can you make an L shape between your middle finger and your thumb? Can you make that into a stretch of your hand? So you've got an L shape between your middle finger and your thumb. Really stretch those fingers out. Then gently, I want you to turn your fingers towards your body. And you can do this one hand at a time or both hands together. Just stretching the front of your arm. You can come up a little or you can go down. You can move your hands away and then you can pull your body back. Just find where you can stretch with your fingers facing towards your body. See if that thumb wants to keep straight. The thumb has many muscles, so can that thumb keep straight or is it wanting to curl? Can you actually straighten all your fingers there? And maybe you have all those little connective tissues between the little bones in your wrists, and maybe just mobilise them gently just by going round in a circle. Maybe circle one way, and then the option is to circle the other way. Then placing our hands forward, and we're just going to go underneath our right arm. So one arm is going to stay straight, and you're going to thread that needle. We're going to open the needle first, stretching through your upper body, and then coming down, diving under that arm. So I want you to go under that arm and rest your shoulder down. Just rest your shoulder down. One arm is straight, one arm is underneath. Threading that arm through the eye of the needle. And allowing your gaze to follow your hand that's threading through. Just allow your breath to inhale and exhale. Extend with the exhale. Relax into the stretch. Melt into the floor. Just allowing your body to be. And then we're going to come up. The hand that's forward is going to bend at the elbow, and the hand that's threading through is going to come up. The back leg is going to go backwards. The hand that's forward, and then you're just going to roll over into a long stretch where you're opening the threaded needle. So the arm that was threaded through now goes backwards, and your gaze goes backwards. And your knee is bent. Just opening your shoulders. And again, in a comfortable position, you inhale and you exhale. Feeling the power in your fingertips. If your hands wanting to curl, let's stretch those fingers out. Just twisting your neck as far as it feels comfortable. Feel the abdominal stretch. Not shaking, just going within your range. Sometimes they call that the fallen star. And then coming back as though nothing had happened, and you're all in control, and you're in your lovely 4-point again. Then you're changing, the other arm goes under, threading the needle the opposite way, and you're just coming down and relaxing. Follow your hands through, front arm stay straight. Threading on goes to the west or east, whichever way you've gone. If you want to have your bottom further down your hips, then you can. You decide where you feel comfortable. And just allow it to be. Allow your breath to rest. And again, the front hand stays forward, the elbow bends, threading the needle hand comes through, you roll over onto that bent leg and you go backwards, looking over your shoulder, supporting yourself in a comfortable position, looking at the back hand. Well done. Really nice, just relaxing into that position. And then you're coming back. You're nearly there already, so we're just going to put our legs into the 99 position, so that our legs are just bent at the knee at 90 degrees. That's what we call our 99. And some of us now can just rock there, and we can be tall. If you haven't got it, you can lean back and you can support your spine. So you know where you are. If you want to be nice and tall, that's fine. Stretching up. As you stretch up, as you lean back, feel the stretch in your groins, feel the stretch going through your knee. Feel where your hands are comfortable. And I want you to play around with the foot in front, just as your knee feels comfortable, and just move that leg round in a circle. Moving that leg round in a circle. You may have it that you can actually bend, you've got the control and you don't need to use your hand. That's using lots of little muscles around your groin, or you may just need your hand to help you move it round. And then another exercise. So here your hip is going out. If you turn your back foot, you're making your hip go in. So you're rolling that in. You're rolling your hip in. So you can roll your hip in, and you can go as far as you like. You can come down if you want, and hold that leg up. If you were very clever and had complete control of all those little muscles, that leg can come up, and you don't need to hold it. But be careful it doesn't cramp, and just go in your own way, where it wants to go, where your body will allow it. And just gently coerce it into a different position. It's not a competition, it's where you are, where you can find a new range of movement. Then just changing over, our legs just turn to the other side. And again, just even playing, leaning back, so that you're right back, coming up tall, stretching, moving your arms. Try and find where you feel comfortable. Try and find where you feel the stretch. My stretch isn't your stretch. Just play around. Sometimes going back through that knee, coming up is an option. That's nice and tall. And you're stretching through the inner groin and you're going backwards. You can come up both hands, and I'm feeling it under my shoulder. We can twist. So you're twisting around your abdomen. All those little muscles. And then you're just going to concentrate on your front leg. And again, you can move your toes. You can curl your foot up so that your little toe starts to say hello to you. Hello, little toe. Mobility around your foot. But at the same time, as you move your foot, you're turning your hip just gently, getting a little bit more mobility into that hip. And then we look at our back leg. How is that? Will that rotate in and out? It's just where it is. Just go for a little bit longer range. Hold it in any position that you feel. It just needs a little bit more of a stretch. Just coming through. And then just popping both our knees together. I want us to pull our bodies up. So I want you to pull your body up really, really, really tall. So your shoulders come in, but then they come up, and our shoulders are down. Our shoulder blades have sunk into their sockets. It's like that square that goes into the square box that children put into the hole. Allow those shoulders to stay in that position. So I just love this move. You can take it wherever you want. I'm going to start with one leg. You can hold it under the knee. So you're just going out. But I want you to be tall. So I want you to stay tall throughout. Okay, some of you will actually be able to hold your foot. If you have a band, you can have a band on your foot. Cece, how dare you get a band? You should have the ability. Come on. So bring that hip in and bring that hip out. Come on. See if you can walk those hands down your leg. Come on, just try. Down your leg to your foot, then bend your foot so that you're stretching your Achilles, and then pull the foot back. You reach, or bend your knee, maybe bend your knee so you can get your hand and bind it to the underneath of your foot. And that's it, and then stretch it. You don't need that band. Fantastic. Okay, so that's one leg. That's a good leg. So see what the other leg is like. Is it flexible? So you could start with your bent knee and then just push it out. But your hand is binding underneath the foot if you have it. Remember, you can hold onto the calf if you don't. I've got advanced athletes here, so I do expect those advanced athletes to be foot to hand to foot. Yes, Claire, well done. Okay, so now the challenge, and please, if you don't have this, you don't have to. You're going to hold both your feet, you're going to have bent knees, and you're going to go, hello, hello, and you're just going to be wide and tall. Try not to lean back and just hold yourself up. A beautiful stretch. Straight and powerful. We are powerful people. We are strong. We believe in us. Yes. Come on, breathe well. Those legs can straighten, they really can. Hold it. Good, and coming in. Excellent, well done. Whoa. And now, unfortunately, my legs don't go out as well as your legs may go out. So you can either cross your legs, and if you can bind and cross your legs, that's beautiful. Or you can cross your feet together and you open your hips. The way I like to do this is one leg straight and then press my hip open gently. So there's lots of alternatives. I just want you to do a hip opener. We're going to do a hip opener and then we're going to do a twist. So I just want you to be tall and open that knee out, inhaling and exhaling. And then change legs, or if you've done it, just stay in the same position. If you've done both legs, we're just going to open that knee. Whoa, the inside of my knee there. Whoa, that needs a stretch. Have you found somewhere that needs a stretch? Yeah, it's good to stretch there. Just that inside a little bit. Yeah, and then it's quite simple. We're going to go twisting. So that was your hip open, now your hip crosses. Tight, let's be tall. Let's tuck that knee in as far as we can. And then bind the elbow and the knee. So you push the knee over and then you open your shoulder and you look behind. So see if you can get a straight line. So you're looking behind, tall and strong. Bring your backhand in so your abdomen is up and you're stretching nice and tall, not slouching back. Superior stretch. Oh yes, I can see, well done. Majestic, that's fantastic everybody. Yeah, and then just crumple, because this is how we've sat all day. But we've got another side. So you're going to go as tall the other side, and change your elbow, and you're going to bind, and you're not going to be slumped, you're going to go into that lovely majestic position. You can just look over that shoulder. And nice and tall. Feel superior, feel that length in your body, feel that lovely long spine. Looking great. Well done. And then we're just going to come down We're going to give our knees a hug, hands under knees. You're just going to rock your lower spine. Roll your knees round in a circle. And we take a minute for our backs to be flat on the mat, supporting your shoulders, making sure your shoulders are back, your neck is long, but your head is supported on the mat, and your legs are in the air. Just allow everything to drain down your legs. Let your body just be at peace. Let it be calm. Those little veins are saying thank you. All that blood, all that lymphatic is going back to your heart. And to your kidneys. Just allow everything to drain backwards. Spend far too much time just upright. Gently bring our knees in and then straighten our legs to the ground and just allow our legs and our hands just to flop open. And taking time to find our breath. Finding that inhalation that expands our lower lungs. Allowing our rib cage to go out. Our diaphragm to go up. And then just letting the air out as we exhale. We inhale and gather the air in. Just going to hold on to it. And we're just going to let it go. As a pebble of water, allowing that air to flow around your body. Just rippling through all the tissues. So gather the air in. And then we just let it go, let it flow, let it flow, let it ripple. Throw away the tension. Just some nice breaths in your own time. Then finding our fingers, counting our fingers as we go from our little finger to our next finger, finding your middle finger and your thumb, just gently rotating your wrists, gently rotating your ankles, squeezing your toes up and down. Again, bringing our knees to our chest. Just rolling forward onto your right side. Doesn't matter if you've gone left. We're just going to sit with our legs crossed. We're just going to gather that air in. And pull it out. Oh, lovely, well done. Good breath in. Bring it through our body. And let's all stretch. Are you a little taller from all those lovely upright stretches? Once more. Let it curl this time. Curl, curl, curl. Gather it in. Now vertebrae by vertebrae. Up we go. Up, 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 up. Stretching up with our hands. Opening your fingers. And down. And well done you. Excellent. Thank you for coming. Way. Well done. Ooh.
Yeah, thanks everyone.